Ice Communication defines a PR campaign as a series of planned events that all have a specific purpose and are working towards the same goal for a business. Today, I will be talking about how and why I would promote the PR program at VU. I am credible to talk about this because I have made advertisements. I'm graduating in December with my associate's degree, and I have spent time making advertisements for the Campus Activities Board events. These examples that I will talk about today are advertisements that are a successful way to promote the Vincennes University Public Relations program. My first point will be descriptions and commentary on my advertisements. My second point will be the strategies and tactics that I used. And my third point will be how my items help promote the public relations program. My first point is describing and talking about the advertisements I have made. So with that being said, I will now show you my first advertisement, and that is a 60-second TV ad.
This Zoom stuff is getting really annoying. As a PR major, I would really like to talk to some people in person.
Oh my gosh, guys, how convenient. I would love to tell you guys more about the PR program here at VU and how you could benefit from it.
Tell me something about that PR communication.
The program here at VU has a lot to offer. You can learn effective communication skills, how to communicate with a small group, and how to be a professional communicator.
As a PR major, you can learn how to advertise.
The skills you learn can help you develop strong relationships and prepare you for your future. Come to Vincennes University and see how public relations can ignite your fire. So I hope you all enjoyed my ad. This was a 60-second TV commercial, and I started this commercial out by showing the excitement that can occur whenever we are getting back to in-person classes since the start of the pandemic. And some of the skills that PR majors adopt were discussed in this video. It is effective communication skills, small group communication skills, professional communication, and that was found on the VU website in the major detail of the public relations page. This ad was meaningful because it touched base on all the aspects that the program can offer. It shows that the students can learn and develop effective communication skills. My second form of PR advertisement is the radio ad. So with that being said, I will now show you the radio ad. Are you starting college undecided or unsure if the major you picked is the right fit for you? Check out the Public Relations Associate Science degree at Vincennes University. You will develop skills and knowledge in advertising, small group communication, business and professional communication, interpersonal communication, speech, and communication studies. At VU, the professors are going to make sure you succeed and will be your mentors along the way. This degree allows your career to be anywhere from working in large or small corporations, government agencies, non-for-profit organizations, public officials, sports figures, and public relations and marketing firms. VU's PR program will offer you all-around skills to make sure you stand out to employers. Come to VU and see how the communications department can ignite your fire. During this 55-second ad, I mentioned that the skills that you are taught at VU. I mentioned how the professors can be mentors and they can be effective role models for all of the students. Career options for public relations were given, so if a prospective student is listening, they can be intrigued by the range of job opportunities that this major can provide. I need a catchy tagline to finish it out, so I needed to make sure that it was related back to VU so people could realize that's where I'm talking, that you can go get this education from. So I said, see how the communications department can ignite your fire. Next is my third advertisement, is a trifold brochure. So we will now look at that. So this is my trifold brochure. I try to use a pleasing aesthetic that wasn't too like VU, but I did incorporate the VU colors and our little VU flame over here. The front had Vincennes University Public Relations on the cover. On the inside of it, I included a picture of Davis Hall right here. And I just thought that would be really necessary for if a prospective student is coming, they kind of need to relate like the business, where the building's at to where you're going to be doing all your classes. So, and then on the other side, I said that it's home of the College of Business and Convergent Technologies, including electronic media, e-journalism, multimedia communications program, and also in this building, it is the VU Public Radio TV stations, which is WVUB, WVUT, and then recently WFML. All of the information regarding Davis Hall came from the Vincennes University State Budget Request Executive Summary in the years 2015 to 2017. The classes and skills that are listed on the brochure are on VU's website under the Public Relations Major Information. And I listed the skills that public relation majors can obtain while they are taking classes. Some examples are designing communication campaigns, writing news releases, communicating with press interviews, all of the above. Then public relation majors will take advertising, small group communication, business communication, and all of those other good classes that I listed on the side. On the back, so these two would be the back, kind of. On the back, I included a picture of Dr. Mary Ann Seward. Just with a heading that says chat with Dr. Seward. I figured that this would give a personal connection, and I just included her office number and her email and a little quote that she has listed on her faculty page. And then on the middle section, I listed a QR code that could have a link tree that would be designed by the PR or the communications leader of the program. And it could just have the links to the websites, a Facebook, a Twitter, just however you want to get your students to see active students in the program that could really get them to come to VU. And it, like I said, it could have the current students or just faculty testimonies or student testimonies that just says how this program can affect them. So now that I told you about the 3 advertisements that I'm used to promote the PR program, I will now talk about the tactics I used and why. My second point will be the tactics I used and why. When I was making the TV ad, I wanted to make it relatable for students and they could see why everyone is so eager to get back to face and how VU can offer that for them. I also wanted to say just how you can make connections during your classes, and especially since we are communications majors, that in-person connection is really important. And then I ended the tactics that I used. I just ended it with a aerial shot of VU so prospective students could just see what we are all about. So while I was doing my radio ad, since there are no visuals while you're doing a radio ad, I really needed to inform the listeners with as much information as possible. So if someone was just listening that was really just unsure of what path they wanted to take in college, or if they just wanted to go back to school and they really didn't know what they wanted to do, or if they wanted to change their majors, there's a lot of options like that. This ad could have aided their decision. VU's radio station could air this ad. That would be ideal. So it would just be targeted to local people and also college students. VU's radio station also plays on campus. So it could just be if someone is just needing a sign to change their major or a sign to, maybe I do need to go down that route, this could be their sign. So my third form of advertisement was a trifold brochure. In this brochure, I just wanted to include classes, potential skills, and jobs so that this could influence readers to why this major is for them and why it's a good choice for them to make it. The picture of Davis Hall was so that incoming students could relate the building to the majors and classes that they'd be taking in it. The mural on the front is essential for what happens in Davis Hall. And recently, the mural did get redone. So it includes all of it. It includes the Trailblazer. It includes our radio station and our TV station. And having a contact information just allows for any further questions to be answered. And it also just lets incoming students or students that are just unsure of the path that they want to go on to know that they have someone they can talk to and rely on. And she surely gives you all of the help that you can need. And then finally, the link tree with the social media is a huge way of prospective students to see what current students are doing. That is very important so they can know what to expect going into this program. So they're not just like left out in the open, just trying to figure stuff out, they can kind of have the heads up of, oh my gosh, I would really like to do that. That is what I need to do. So now that I told you my tactics, I will now tell you how my advertisements help promote the program. So, my third point is how all of my advertisements help promote the program at VU. My TV ad promoted the department by showing your connections and skills that you can make through your classes. I wanted to promote how classes were in person since everything is getting back to normal after life after COVID. My second was my radio ad, and that promoted the program because I listed the classes, the job opportunities, and how teachers will be effective to your learning experience. And my third advertisement was my trifold brochure. This could promote VU at college fairs, college when schools come to tour VU, and just even sitting in the office. This brochure included all the information necessary for any incoming students, like the list of classes, a professor, and a revisor contact, as well as social media links. In conclusion, today I talked about how my advertisements that I made could help promote the PR program at VU. My first point was the descriptions and commentary of my advertisements I made. My second point was the strategies and tactics that I use. And my third point was how my items help promote the public relations program at VU. And lastly, this program was very useful to me in my future in public relations because it allowed me to gather information on my clients, the VU PR program, and explore many different ways that I can distribute this information. So I just would like to say thank you. This is my last presentation as a public relations major at VU. So this advertisement has just really helped me see how I can take my skills that I've learned and really exceed in the future. And I am thankful for all of my skills that I've learned, and they will stick with me forever. Thank you.